The suspected killer of United Healthcare CEO was apprehended today in Altoona, Pennsylvania, thanks to the quick thinking of a McDonald's employee. Surprisingly, that quick-thinking McDonald's employee turned out to be none other than Kamala Harris, the current vice president and failed presidential candidate. Howley Jackson has the complete story.
I took another sip of wine.
That's when the suspected United Healthcare CEO's killer walked through the door.
And I just remember thinking, oh my God. Have I had enough to drink, or am I seeing things? Is that the guy?
It turned out that it was the guy. It was Luigi Mangione, a 26-year-old resident of the state of Maryland, who shot and killed the CEO of United Healthcare in cold blood in New York City just a few days earlier. But that's not the real story here.
Well, the reason I'm working at this McDonald's is because I owe the DNC about $2 million and I have to find a way to pay it back. I figured that I worked here before so I could work here again and make the money and nobody would know because I'm in Altoona. I mean, who goes to Altoona, right?
Luigi Mangione happened into an Altoona McDonald's after fleeing from the New York murder scene. Now, there were two high-profile people in a McDonald's in Altoona who didn't want to be discovered.
So, I took another sip of wine and I just thought that do I really want to blow my cover for this?
What happened next?
Well, I had to make sure that it was the right guy, so I took another sip of wine to make sure that I was seeing things right. And I was like, oh my God. Look at those eyebrows. They look exactly the same as the guy on TV. The one who did the murder. That's gotta be him. Then I noticed that he was white. So, it definitely had to be him. So, I took another sip of wine and then I looked over to my coworker and took a sip of their wine. I then decided that I have the chance to get another white person in trouble, and since Daniel Penny got out of trouble today, I had to be a hero to the community of color, and at the end of the day, that's more important than keeping my cover at McDonald's. So, I took another sip of wine. Actually, I guzzled the rest of the wine and then I made the call.
The vice president called the police.
After I made the call, I hung up the phone and went to the back and went through another case of wine. That's when I forgot everything. I forgot everything that happened after that.
Would you make the call again if you knew you were going to be giving away the fact that you were working at McDonald's?
Make what call?
Thank you, Howley. Howley, what happens next to the vice president now that everybody knows that she was working at McDonald's in Altoona?
The vice president says she'll try to seek employment elsewhere. She mentioned the local Taco Bell or KFC or something similar where she can hide again from her job as vice president and start making headway into the $2 million she owes the DNC. Lester?
Thank you.